Part 2 of Selkie's fall collection, The Rose and Crown, has just dropped, so today we will be unboxing pieces from that collection. Hello, you lovely, wonderful person. Thank you for joining me today. I think it goes without saying that I have been waiting with much anticipation for these pieces to arrive. So just to be very precise, Part 1 of Selkie's fall collection was called Highland Fling. Now from that collection, I have already unboxed a few pieces and done a video if you'd like to check that out. But one of the pieces we'll be unboxing today is technically from that collection. It is the Porcelain Garden Party dress. The other piece is from Part 2, which was called The Rose and Crown. Now there were a lot of great pieces in this drop, and I really, I went ahead even though I'd ordered these and I sat in on that drop just to see if there were any surprises. I didn't see anything I couldn't live without, and I was very thankful that I'd already gotten the pieces that I wanted. So today from that collection, we are going to be unboxing the Romantics dress in the Unicorn Defends Himself print. I was hoping to have a little surprise for you and do a third dress, which was the nightcap print in the beach day dress, because Selkie did a surprise re-release. And I found out about it, and I think I found out about it like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the morning. I jumped on it, and by the end of the day, like 8 or 9 hours later, that dress was sold out again. Well, I waited for a few days without hearing that my dress had shipped, and I started to get nervous. Then I got that dreaded email, which said that they had oversold the dress, and so they did not have it to send to me. I could either get a refund, or I could accept a partial refund and then get the dress in March whenever it was out of production. So I took the partial refund, and we will be unboxing that dress in March whenever it arrives. I believe it is still available for pre-order on Selkie if you're interested, and I'll leave the link for that. From this Part 2 collection, there are a lot of great pieces, but I think really this unicorn print is still my absolute favorite. It is just so gorgeous. And actually we had snow a few days ago, and I went out and took pictures in the snow, and they are amazing. So be sure to check out my blog and my Instagram for those, because they don't even look real. They are just so gorgeous, and that print is amazing. So I'm excited to share this in the Romantics dress today. I've never tried a Romantics style, and I've also never tried this garden party style, and I love the porcelain print. So I'm excited for both of those. I also want to mention that I ordered both of these dresses as a pre-order from Ivory Sheep. Now, Ivory Sheep is a Canadian-based company, and they have stolen my heart. Just fully, I am completely loyal to them because they are amazing. Their customer service, they don't just go the extra mile, they go the extra 100 miles. They are above and beyond. They answer you within a day. It's always personal. It's never a form message. Like, I can't say enough good things about them. So I'm going to leave the link for their shop in the description too, and I hope you will check them out. They have great sales, and in our last video, we talked about how there's really no grandeur when you're opening these dresses that you've dropped hundreds of dollars on. Ivory Sheep gives you the grandeur. They do the presentation, and it makes it so much more special. So let's get to the unboxing. I just want to show you. So in the last unboxing, if you noticed, it was just a plastic bag in a box. Okay, Ivory Sheep. You open with this gorgeous tissue paper. And then you have this fantastic box with their name printed in gold and the ribbon. You have this card inside. And in addition to your invoice, your receipt, you also get a handwritten note. I mean, this just it sets my heart aflutter. It's so much more elegant and so much more fantastic and romantic. Then you have your dresses wrapped in this Tui tissue paper, which, by the way, I save all of this and reuse it because it's so pretty. All right, so the first dress is going to be this porcelain garden party dress. For this porcelain dress, let me say, the print is beautiful. The print is beautiful, but this fabric is slightly coarse. And let me just give you a close-up of it. It's slightly coarse. It's not a soft fabric like the unicorn Ritz dress. That was very soft. And this is not quite so. Not to the point that I wouldn't wear it like it would be itchy or like a burlap sack. It's just not quite as fine a cotton as the previous dress that we did. So in the garden party dress, if you've never tried it, you do have this little scrunched elastic at the front along the bust. You have this ruffle and then elastic on the sleeves with a lot of stretch to them actually. And then again on the cuff at the arm. And then the zipper right down the back. And it is a fitted waist. Now for this dress, the top is not lined. And there's no lining in the skirt. And that is probably because it feels like a heavier cotton. And when you get all that lining in there, then suddenly you are drowning in dress. So to keep it lightweight, I'm sure they have not lined it. Okay, so let's try on the porcelain dress first. Well, it is love. Yes, it is definitely love at first try on. This dress is gorgeous and I love it. So you may notice some similarities between this part of the bodice and the Selkie day dress. I think they are very similar. But I do love the sleeves and the top on this dress a little bit better. Now, like the day dress, you're gonna have to have either a strapless bra or a balconette that comes really far over. I'm wearing a balconette and you can still see strap right here. So that's something to keep in mind. But the ruffles, the sleeves, the fit is spot on. Hallelujah, because I have a very hard time finding clothes that fit me. It's perfect and I love it. And the print obviously is really, really gorgeous. So let me show you the back. And all of these little beautiful details like the bow and the sleeves, they just make this dress beyond your basic cotton. I mean, this dress is stunning and I love it. I'm so glad that I got it. And really the cotton, as I mentioned earlier, it is a little bit more coarse than the Ritz, but it's still comfortable. It's still a very breathable cotton. So great for summer. I can probably layer it up and wear it in winter because I'm going to. That's gonna happen. I'm not waiting for spring. And it's thick enough that I think I can probably get away with that. So yeah, this I would say could be a year-round dress. Very, very nice. Love it. Last but not least, the pièce de résistance. The romantic's dress in the unicorn defends himself. By the way, I also saved the boxes and the ribbon from Ivory sheep and reuse them because they are so, so nice. I've never tried this style before. I haven't even actually seen it at Selkie before, so I don't know what to expect from the fit and the length, but the print is very nice. I will say, okay, so this is the dress. Here's the back. Let me just say that, like the porcelain dress, this is a different fabric. It is not, it's not the same as that soft cotton on the Ritz. And so the print, because of that, looks a little different. Not a big difference. It's still gorgeous. It's just that the colors are going to show up a little differently. In the same way that if I were to buy this print in the organza dresses, it's going to look a little different because you put it on different fabrics and it just looks a little different. The colors present differently. So for the romantic's dress, you have a square neckline, so it goes straight across and then up on the sleeves. And there is just a tiny bit of gathering here with this bow. And then elastic right here on the sleeves, no ruffles, and they are longer sleeves, so they should come down past the elbow and have a ruffle at the bottom. And then the thing about this dress that people really like, the detail, is that you can wear it long, or there are these strings that run the length of the skirt, and you can pull the skirt up, and so you can make these two swooped gathers on your skirt. So you could do it a little bit at the bottom. You could bring it up fairly high, I think, on your leg. We'll try it out whenever we do the try-on. And so you can change the appearance of the dress in that way. And that, I think, is something that people were really kind of gaga over for this dress. So you can see how I've just gathered it a little bit at the bottom, and you can do it on both sides at the front. So this is the Unicorn Defends in the Romantics dress. And let's try it on. This is quite a dress. And I think that I really like it. And I'm positive, I'm absolutely certain that I am glad I got more than one dress in this print because it is fantastic. So I love the fit is true to size for me anyway. It fits perfectly through the waist and through the chest. The sleeves fit fine. They're very comfortable. I'm not a long sleeve person, so at some point I will probably take this sleeve and make it, I think, more like the beach day dress. I'll probably make it a short sleeve because I actually like the look of this silhouette better than the long sleeves. I'm one of those people that always has their sleeves pulled up. I just don't like long sleeves. So I'll probably make that change myself, but everything else is really nice. And the length is actually not so long that I'm gonna be tripping on it once I have shoes on. So this is the front, and let me show you the back. You can see that it's kind of straight across the back and a little bit low. So that's something you'll have to keep in mind is where your bra strap falls. But there is the back. And like the previous dress, this is not lined in the skirt because it's that same kind of cotton where if you line it, it's just going to be too heavy. But let's take a minute and cinch up the skirt and see how that looks. Okay, so I cinched it at two different heights just so you can kind of get an idea that it can go up, and it can go up higher, really, if you want it to. I don't. So you can cinch it and show a little leg, or you could cinch it a little bit lower and just kind of have a swooped front. So it does create a very princessy romantic look. I don't exactly know what you're going to do with all of this string at the bottom. That'll be some creative problem solving for you. I don't know what I'll do with it either. But I do like the way that it creates that swoop in the front because it's very, medieval elegance. And I think it's a nice detail, a nice touch to the dress. So, in summary, you need this dress. You just should have it in your life because it's amazing. So yeah, that's my only other comment about it, is that it's an amazing dress. Thank you so much for joining me today for this video. I am always so excited. I mean, it's got to be really hard to live with me. I'm not even going to ask my family because I already know what they would say. It's got to be really hard to live with me when I'm waiting for these dresses because I'm just like, I'm pacing, I'm checking my email, I'm just like, oh my gosh, when are they going to get here? I want to open them so bad. So thank you, you wonderful person, for being here with me today to unbox these and share my excitement. I just love it so much, and I'm so glad that you're here. I actually do have some more videos on the way. I have had a request to see how I altered my Unicorn Defends Ritz dress, and I'm going to be putting out a very short video on how to do that because it's a simple technique. And then I do have a video where we're going to be reviewing some more formal dresses coming out soon as well. So I hope you will join me for those. In the meantime, I will leave links for everything we've tried on here, and you can find me on my blog and on Instagram, and I'll leave those links as well. And I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.